Important questions to ask your realtor. Let's go. What's your availability like and how will you communicate with me? I think it's super important to understand how you guys will communicate. One person might like text, the other might prefer calls. And I've dealt with that. I'm a text person, but I've dealt with clients who prefer calls, and sometimes you just have to make sure that your priorities align. Super important. For me as a realtor, I wanna make sure that I align my schedule with yours. If you work a 9 to 5, I know not to contact you until after 5, right? Because I work pretty much 24/7, but I have to align my schedule with the client's needs. Another question, how many clients are you currently working with? It's important to gauge their workload. Are you gonna be working with another realtor? Maybe someone on their team? Are you gonna have direct access to them, or you have to go through an assistant? These are things to consider, and both are totally fine. I know very successful realtors and brokers who have a team that they allow their clients to work with, and it could be mentees, it could be very good realtors who just need extra workload, and that's okay, but will you have direct access to them at some point? Next question, what's your process in identifying potential issues in a home? Well, for me, I'm thankful enough to have worked for another brokerage prior that made it mandatory to complete California's home inspector training. And so we had to literally complete the full, I'm talking hours and hours of training for licensed California home inspectors. However, I did not get licensed. I did not take the test and get licensed, but I did complete all the training. So for me, I kind of know red flags to look for. I've been through that process. I was literally a tour specialist for 2 years prior to taking on full clients. And so for me, it's been very important to really walk into a home and let the client enjoy, but really look for red flags while they are, touring, looking at kitchen cabinets and stuff like that. What are they looking for? For me, foundations, number one. The second thing is gonna be anything that needs to do with sewer or maybe any ordinances in your county. So in California, there's certain counties that have ordinances. For example, Oakland, Berkeley, they require sidewalk repair every time a home sells. That means that you need to get your sidewalk repaired or looked at, and if it needs repair, you got to get it repaired prior to close of escrow, okay? And there's other ways kind of around it. You can ask for extensions, etc. Then you might go to Martinez or something where they want a gas shutoff valve, right? And so I think it's very important when you working with a realtor that you kind of ask these questions of like, hey, if I'm looking in this city, do you know about the ordinances that we might have to do prior to close of escrow? Great questions.